What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, world? Welcome to today's March Madness Telethon, where we tell the truth about your money, who has it, and how to get it back. My name is Jeff Trill. I'm from the Bronx, New York. Currently living in Atlanta, Georgia. Here with my host, Mr. Don. Talk to them, Don.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's yours truly, Mr. Next Man Up, aka Coach D. Will. Man, I'm out of Chicago, Illinois, man, and the information that you guys are about to learn for the next 8 hours is literally life-changing, man. So grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, and tune in, man, because I promise you, we're about to shake up the nation today. What's up, Jeff?
Listen, we're going to go 8 hours straight, guys. 8 hours straight. So make sure you do watch party by going to www. You got to put it exactly like this. Go to www.increasemovement.com. And when you go there, you're going to see us live right there. And what I want you to do is go ahead and click the start a watch party and watch party this because we're going to go live from now until 8 p.m. So all friends, guests, family, watch this watch party as we get started. So now that we got that out the way, we pay the bills, right? now it's time to bring up our first person of the day.
Yes, all sir. Right? Let's do it.
Here we go. All right, now. Who we gonna bring up to the live right now is a woman who I want to call a super mom. She's a super mom, a super friend, a super wife, a super a child of everybody. So this woman goes by the mommy juggler. Her amazing husband, they've been serving for a long time. In the service they've been serving out there, her husband been serving North Carolina as a police officer, and she's been serving the people with the word of God. So it's now time to serve you with the financials. It's time to serve you up with the financials and make sure that you understand where your money's at, how to get it back. And we're gonna step away and we're gonna bring up no other than the great Jatasha Harris.
Hey, family. Thank you all so much. Can y'all see and hear me okay?
Yes, we can. Yes,
man, Jeff Trills, Coach D. Will, I got to give it back to you all first. I got to pay my bills as well. And I just got to say thank y'all so much for the vision behind this. I know it was you all plus a few others, Toby Price and so many other people who had a vision to put this on. And I'm so grateful because this couldn't have happened at such a better time when the world right now is crying out saying, help, I need some answers. Well, guess what? We have the answer. So I'm excited to be on here. I'm excited to be able to share this information that was just shared with me just 18 months ago. So thank you all. We're going to get right to it.
Yep. So we're going to get out of your way so you can go and impact the people live. So we'll see you in a sec.
All right. Thank you, guys.
No problem.
Awesome. Well, hello again, family. Hello, world, Facebook world, Instagram, wherever you're watching this at. My name is Jatasha Harris. As they share, I bring you greetings from the great state of North Carolina, the Raleigh-Durham area specifically. I'm so absolutely just honored and flattered to be here. Just truly a blessing. I do business in life and everything else with my amazing husband, who is not right here by my side. He is actually out there keeping the streets safe out in the Raleigh-Durham area. He's a detective with the police department. Him and I are also pastors of an online church called I Am On Purpose Global Church. And I'm the founder and CEO of a women's empowerment company called The Mommy Juggler. About 6 years ago, I walked away from corporate America. And I'm giving you this backstory so you can understand why I'm even here speaking to you. Walked away from corporate America, was making a 6-figure income and went down to zero. Just being led by the Lord to go ahead and walk really, truly in my purpose and stop allowing fear to hold me back and now walk by faith. And that's what I did. I thought everything was going to be gung-ho. I thought the vision that I had at that moment, it was going to burst, but it didn't. It actually found us doing worse off than what we were. My husband went from working his regular shift to having to work 120 hours on top of what he normally does. We have 3 little ones on top of that. We have an 11-year-old, an 8-year-old, and a 4-year-old. So they keep us on our toes active. They have a lot of things that we have to do for them as well. So things weren't looking too good, but I knew that I could not go backwards. I knew that if God had brought me to it, that he was going to bring me through it. And so I said, let me just stay the course. I was reading about other leaders and other people who have done similar things and are doing extremely well, great motivators, speakers, entrepreneurs, but they had to step out of their comfort zone because we know success does not lie there. So I kept trudging along. Well, 18 months ago, I was introduced. I was reached out to by a gentleman named Jonathan H. Seigler, reached out to me on LinkedIn, did not know this man from anywhere, did not have any mutual connections on any social media platforms. And he asked me a question that most of you probably can relate to. He asked me, would you take a look at something that can empower people? Now, you guys probably get questions of people wanting you to try this, like this, smell, share, taste, and all of that. He didn't ask me that. He said, would you take a look at something that can empower people? Because I own a women's empowerment company, it's near and dear to me. I said, yes. Listen to the information. It absolutely blew me away. Shared it with my husband. Him and I make decisions together. When he saw it, he said, baby, if this thing is real, it's going to not only impact and change our lives, but it's going to change so many people's lives that we're connected to and beyond, people that we didn't even know. And so fast forward, we got back with Jonathan, asked him a few more questions, wanted to hear the background about the CEO. And once we heard all of that, oh my goodness, our life was like, okay, it changed. We jumped all in. And let me show you why I am so excited. Let me share with you exactly what was shared with me. So give me 1 second. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to get right to it. Here we go. The name of the company I'm referring to is called MWR Financial. MWR Financial is America's leading financial strategies company that provides everything you need to shift and grow your income. All right. So why are we here? We're here to talk about money. Whose money? Your money. Okay. The numbers that I want you to remember, and everybody go ahead and write this down. 4, 3, 2, 1. There's 4 financial challenges remedied by 3 solutions, achieving 2 objectives, all handled by 1 company. Now, here are the 4 challenges that everyone faces. Now, you just got to put yourself in this position and you'll understand exactly what I'm talking about. Number 1 is taxes. Everybody on this line watching has paid taxes, is paying taxes of some sort. And if you're not, you better get to it because they're coming for you. 2, credit and debt. Okay, you're either living on credit or you're in a whole lot of debt because you have been financing your lifestyle for years. And if you are not doing that, kudos to you. You probably have done it or know someone who has done it as well or currently doing it. 3, do you have, big business? Big business is, let me tell you, you guys don't even realize what big business is doing to all of us. And you're going to hear this in a second. This is one of my favorites because this is the sneaky part that we never even pay attention to. 4 is inflation. All right, so now we've all been conditioned to what? Get a good education so we can get a good job. Then what? Well, here's the then what. We give 1/3 of our income to taxes, federal, state, local, sales, property, FICA, all those people. We know who they are when we look inside those paychecks, right? Then we accumulate debt using credit to make up the difference, giving another 1/3 to the banks, credit cards, auto, personal loans, mortgage, student loans, right? We know we're all familiar with that. But here's the sneaky one, right? Our remaining 1/3 then covers our living expenses that goes to big business, gas, groceries, insurance, utilities, dining out, all the fun stuff that we all enjoy. But then the holidays and events, check this out. In December, we just spend a whole lot of money, right, on Christmas shopping, getting stuff for the neighbor and the cousin and the aunt and all of these people. But that wasn't enough. January came around and then there goes New Year's. We had to get ready for New Year's, ladies. You know, we had to get our hair done and nails done and wherever parties we were going to, whatever church we found ourselves in, we had to get decked out. We didn't stop there. February was what? Valentine's Day. Got to make sure you get your sweetheart something, but also your children. Make sure their kids in their classrooms get stuff. Again, you see money being shifted away from us. Then you got March Madness. You have spring break. Then you have April, which is Easter. You have May, which is Memorial Day, Mother's Day. Then you got June, Father's Day. You got July, 4th of July. Then you got August, back to school. September, Labor Day. October, Halloween, Harvest. November, Thanksgiving, one of the largest holidays celebrated in the world. And then you're back around to Christmas again. Do you see how you're constantly, we've been doing this for years, guys, shifting our income away from us because we're celebrating. but really money is being thrown out of our pockets and we're trying to figure out why don't we have money. I didn't even go into baby showers, birthday parties. I didn't go into any of the extra stuff, school trips and plays and camps and all of that stuff. That is how money is being shifted. I spent time on that one because that's the sneaky one that creeps up on us and we got to banging our heads trying to figure out where is our money. And then lastly, okay, now that your money is gone, you still have to save and invest for retirement while trying to stay ahead of inflation. Now, just think about this. When prices of gas go up, does your paycheck go up? No, it doesn't. Well, it constantly happens. Things are constantly going up. As a matter of fact, when this whole Corona thing is over and stores have to open back up, you best to believe prices are going up because they lost so much business. Our paychecks are going up with it. It's not going to happen. So here are the results for most Americans. 78% are living paycheck to paycheck. 70% are paying too much in taxes. 80% have credit challenges. 90% are buried in debt, leaving 70% of Americans with less than $5,000 saved at age 65. Now, this right here is heartbreaking because I know every one of you watching here, if you have a Walmart in your city, you know the first people that are at the door greeting us in Walmart are who? Are retirees. Why are retirees at the door at Walmart greeting us? Why are they working? This amazing system that we're supposed to work so hard for to pay into Social Security is not taking care of our retirees. And so they're finding themselves having to go back to work, right, to just make up the difference of what they're losing by not working, but then also to pay for health care that they may not be able to afford, or the system is not giving them enough for what they need. So if they weren't doing good, or even if you're not doing good on 100% of your income, how in the world are you going to retire on 70% of it? It won't happen. And you'll find yourself saying, welcome to Walmart, just like the rest of them, if you don't have a different plan in place. All right. So now that I talked to you all about that bad news, I got some good news for you. And now that you know how your income was shifted away from you, let's talk about how we're going to shift it back. What is income shifting? Income shifting is a financial strategy we use to shift income back to its original owner, which is you. All right. There's 3 solutions that everyone needs to make this happen. I want you to listen to me closely. Cash flow management. You need that. 2, business income. 3, investment income. Okay. When you shift your income back to you, you need to be able to minimize your taxes for you guys that are W-2 earners. Minimize debt, minimize expenses. You need to increase your income, right? You need controlled and owned income. You need unlimited residual income, and you need leverage income. And then as an investor, you need your money working for you while you're sleeping. You need capital gains, dividends, business residual, royalties. I want you to think about Mariah Carey, for example. She does that wonderful Christmas CD. She did that CD how long ago? She made that album. But every year that thing sells and sells, especially around the holiday time. She's making millions on royalties because of something she did a long time ago. That's the mindset we have to get into. That's why we need to shift not only our income, but shift our mindset. So here we go. I'm going to give you some examples. W-2 employees. You all, I'm not saying we anymore because I'm no longer a W-2 employee, but my husband is taxed up to 37%. Employees work, employees pay their taxes first, and then they spend what's left. How is that fair? You work really hard. You're out there busting your butt. As a matter of fact, our healthcare workers are out there right now. The owners of the hospitals are not in those rooms, but they're getting taxed. All that money is being taken out right now. And so they get to spend what's left, if there's enough left for them for what they need it for. What happens? They're trading their time for money. I can't even tell you the amount of videos that I'm seeing right now of families can't even connect with their parents or grandparents that are healthcare workers because of all this. They got to push them away. They're trading their time for money. And then you mean to tell me I don't even have enough at the end because you're taking all this out? It's not fair. However, as a business owner, you're taxed up to 23%. Business works, business spends first, and then you're taxed on what's left. That to me sounds fair because I work hard. I want to be able to do what I need to do with it, and then I'll give you the rest on what needs to be taxed on. Okay. And when you do that, you beat inflation, income limits with the power of leverage. Let me tell you something. Leverage is the name of the game. If you have to physically be somewhere all the time, right, and your hands has to be in the transaction in order for you to make money, you'll be very limited. But if you can make money while you're sleeping, while you're on vacation, while you're cooking, while you're with your children, while you're reading, and you wake up and see money is being deposited to your account, that's a beautiful thing. And you had nothing to do with all of those transactions. That's a beautiful thing. That's the power of leverage. Okay. And then lastly, get your money working for you. Compound interest, capital gains, dividends, as I mentioned, and an investor, right? You're taxed up to 15%. That's where we all want to be. Robert Kiyosaki talks about that on the cash flow quadrant, right? On that right side, being an entrepreneur and investor. Money works 24/7. Your money makes more money and you're taxed the least. That right there, my friends, gives you time and financial freedom. Well, I still got more good news. Here we go. So now there's two objectives that we already know that we work for. All of us are working for our right now, for our current. We have right now bills. We need right now money to take care of them. But we also have a future. We have children, grandchildren. We want to leave a legacy behind. We want to leave an inheritance behind instead of a bill. So many families are leaving bills behind and not inheritances for their children's children's children. And I love that the CEO of this company, who you're going to hear more about, put together to help that. And at this one company, and it does it all. Everything that I just talked about, it addresses that. And it's called MWR Financial, as I stated earlier. Again, it's a financial strategies company that provides everything you need to shift and grow your income. It's a Make Wealth Real movement. If you haven't already noticed, MWR stands for Make Wealth Real. This is a movement, guys. The CEO did not know that this was going to happen this time today, but he built this company to be recession proof. His name is Mr. Brian House, a man of God who I absolutely love and adore. Got to know him over these past 18 months. He's somebody I can call a friend. He is out there in the trenches, and he truly has a heart of gold. He wants to see everybody win, regardless of your background, regardless of your race, your nationality, your education, your income status. None of that matters. This man walked away. Okay, he was already very successful. An 8-figure earner, already built 3 other companies, getting them to the debt-free mark, multi-millionaire, has helped other people achieve that. Recently, he just walked away within the past 3 years from a $12 million residual income system to start this business because this was his baby. Money has gotten out of the way for him. Now he can do what he has purpose to do. And that's why this company was started. All right. So the movement is to provide American families with everything they need to overcome the financial challenges created by our tax credit, banking, and educational systems. So you can live the current and future lifestyle that you want. All right. So here's the goal. It's to eliminate $50 billion in consumer debt, create 10,000 millionaires, 150,000 6-figure earners, and generate $100 billion in investment income. Now ask yourself, do you want to be in that number? Are you okay with being anywhere in those numbers? I think I am. All right, so this is how it's made possible. Cash flow management and investment income through what's called our Financial Edge membership. Then you need business ownership and business income, as we talked about, and that happens through our MWR Financial Business Opportunity. All right, so I'm going to introduce to you the Financial Edge membership, and this is your personal team of financial experts that use proven strategies to shift and grow your income. Everything you need to succeed like a financial expert without having to become one, because the experts do all the work for you. All right, so I want you to picture a baseball field. We're going to go around some bases really quickly. All right, here we go. First base is Money Max. Money Max is a powerful, powerful team of experts. Again, licensed CPAs, licensed CFPs. So these are certified financial planners, certified public accountants, and enrolled agents, people that work alongside of the IRS, who are very instrumental in looking over all of your documents, making sure that you are not overpaying in taxes and overpaying the government. They'll look at your programs to show you how to shift that income back into your household. That, on average, we're seeing happen about $300 to $600 a month coming back into your paycheck. So if somebody came to you and said, listen, I can give you an extra $300 to $600 a month in your paycheck on average without you having to do anything extra, just doing exactly what you do, go to work, would you be interested? You would say yes. That's what happened for my husband and I. That's the first thing we saw. He is now getting extra $400 coming back into his paycheck. Some people are getting $1,200, $1,600, $200, $700. It varies based on you. It's not a blanket. It's customized based off of your information. All right. And in result, what happens is tax savings are shifted back to you from the government. Here's number 2. Okay. Credit Max. This is base 2. We help you to restore your credit anywhere from 50 to 150 points. Okay. You don't have to do the work. Again, the experts will do it for you. All you need to do is download your credit report one time into the system. Then you're going to upload it, and they're going to go ahead and review everything. They're going to contact TransUnion, Experian, Equifax on your behalf. You're going to start to receive letters that saying things are being removed off. If they have any questions for you, they'll send you a question through the portal or contact you. Your credit monitoring program, whoever you use, they will notify you and tell you your points have gone up. We are seeing 162 points in 60 days. We're seeing 118 points in 45 days. My husband and I, first time we did ours, we saw a 30-point increase in mine, 18-point increase in my husband's. Everybody's varies, depends on where you are. It's an average. But you don't have to do the work. The experts are doing it for you. And what happens? Interest savings, right, shifted back to you from the banks. Now people can go from rentership to home ownership with this program. You can refinance because your points have gone up. You can have your auto insurance prices go down because your score has gone up. A lot of things are attached to your credit score. It's really important to have experts who've done this for years and years. Only company who is stamped by a federal judge, because we are following the credit laws to the T. There's a lot of companies out there that claim that they do it for you and all that, and not to bash any companies at all, but we're the only one who is stamped by a federal judge to say we are in compliance with those credit laws. All right. Base number 3 is Equity Max. This right here is powerful. Those of you who own a home or have any type of student loan or mortgage or car or any kind of credit cards, we help you to eliminate debt in 1/3 to 1/2 the time without you changing your monthly payment. If somebody came to you and said, listen, I can take your 30-year mortgage and slash it down to 15 years and you don't have to change any monthly payments, do anything extra, would you be interested? Heck yes, I'll be interested. Why? Because now I have 15 extra years that I don't need to pay on. I can use that money for something else. This is what our experts are doing. We have so many testimonies, the whole testimonial page full of testimonies of people who are right now utilizing these first 3 services that I talked about. Again, what happens? Debt payments shifted back to you from the banks. Okay. Now, if you notice, first, second, and third base are all ways for you to have cash flow in your pocket. Typically, when we have extra cash, we go and blow it. We find ourselves back into the same hole that we dug ourselves out of. That's the definition of insanity. Okay. Doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. You have to change something different. But I'm so grateful. Again, our CEO knows the habits and behaviors of people. He's been doing this now for 30 years. He's not a newbie. He decided to put in there an investment option. So that way, when you do have that extra money, you can automatically start to have that money shift and grow. Let me show you this. This is Home Plate, Wealth Max. This is what ties it all up, brings it together. Our wealth experts who show you how to become your own private bank, where you can do the same things like the bank does, but now you are the bank versus you bringing your money to the bank. So now a private reserve account earns interest anywhere from 3 to 15% on average. In some instances, they've helped people up to 25%. You don't lose, but you gain. People right now are going through, they lost their 401k. You may be in a situation where you're afraid to even open up your statement. My husband, although we are part of this private reserve account and we have our private bank, because his company still matches him, we only contribute only up to what they match. But that even went down 31% in one day. I had a lady message me, $20,000, $50,000 gone right out of their account because the market didn't do well. We don't play games here with the market. Our experts don't believe that you should have your hard-earned money go down the drain in a day or 2 or a week or a month. So this is what our experts do for you. They'll show you how to not only have your money continue to grow interest, but you can borrow against your money if you need to. You can take money out if you need to pay for your child's private school, if you want to purchase some real estate, whatever you want to do, you can do that and still grow interest as if all the money is in there. Example, if somebody came and said to you, listen, that $50,000 you have in that private bank, take $25,000 out, go ahead and use it for what you need, but you're still going to accrue interest as if all $50,000 is in there. That's what our private bank program does. Then we also have land banking. We have so many people right now who's participating in the land banking program. They never thought they would be able to own land. This is here talking about leaving that inheritance. We have people now owning land because of this program. Our experts will go out and find areas that are underdeveloped, that are getting ready to boom, get ready to explode, right? That we have seen things, green energy and Silicon Valley, all of those things had exploded. And now we're able to do the same thing. They contact you, let you know those areas are about to boom. And then right there, you can go ahead and sell your land because now it's at high demand. Those big businesses and banks and companies and Costco's and hospitals, they now want your land that you purchased on the recommendation of your experts. And you go ahead and sell it, and you made a boatload of money because you listened to, again, experts. Ladies, you know us. We get our hair, we get our nails done. We don't just let amateurs do it. We want to make sure we got experts doing it. We're not taking chances. Why don't we take chances? And why do we take chances with people who tell us about how we should invest our money and save our money? We listen to broke Uncle Joe and Aunt Sally, and they've been doing the same things, and we see no results for their lives, but we're taking their advice. It does not make sense. All right. Again, result, your money grows and works for you, and you now become the bank. That's the power that you have with this. Okay. So now, by owning an MWR financial business, you can make wealth real by increasing your income 1 digit at a time. Let me show you how this part works. All right. So you now decide, yes, I want to go ahead and be a part of this program. I want to go ahead and get those services. And I also want this opportunity side now. You come on board. We're going to help you, right? Just us using leverage that I talked about earlier, help you find 3 other people who want to also partner up on this movement. We're going to help you find one customer who says, you know what, I need these services, but I really don't want to be a part of the business movement side. No problem. When that happens, you now earn an extra $340. Let me make this real for you. We had a gentleman just last week get on board, say, yep, I like this. I want to get this movement done. Got on board. We had a conference call just similar to this right here on the platform. He invited people there. He didn't say a word. This is leverage, guys. He didn't say a word. He just said, thank you for guys for getting on, and pass it on over to the speaker. The speaker spoke. They saw the information. It made sense. They all joined and got on board. This man earned $340 for 1 hour of a presentation, just like this that you're watching. Okay. He didn't have to physically be anywhere with these people or anything. But he said, I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to help now those 3 people do the same exact thing. Because right here in this business, in this industry here, if you're not a person who wants to see other people win, this is going to be very hard for you. Enjoy the services, but this right here will be very hard. However, if you are that person, this is what happens. He decided to help those 3 people do the same thing. And when you do that, they get their 150, but then he gets 450, right? For helping people do what he did, get his 340. Then they turn around and got their 450 because they helped their now initial 3 people get their 340, right? He got 450, but the initial guy got 900, which brought him to and qualified him for daily guarantee. And I'll get into that into a second. But that brought him to $1,500 for helping people change their life, not put themselves at risk, be able to have a platform and something for their family. So what that also did was qualify him for what's called daily guarantee. Now in this program, the program pays you 10 different ways. I just showed you way number 1. Here's way number 2, daily guarantee. When he did that first step of those 3 people and 1 customer, that now qualified him to also bring in an additional $150 a month residually. Now, if you don't think $150 a month is a lot, try having hundreds of thousands of dollars inside of a bank account, earning whatever the banks are going at right now, about what, 0.03, 0.04, to earn that type of money in residual income coming into your household every single month. On top of that, you have to have that large amount of money sitting in an account that you cannot touch. So is it easier for you to have hundreds of thousands of dollars sitting in an account, earning interest of 0.04? Or is it easier just to find 3 people who want to change their life and you now earn $150 a month extra that you can touch? That's the power of this program. But we don't stop at just 3. Those 3 who told 3 who told 3, I'm going to give you just an example, but I want you to follow me. Those 3 who told 3 who told 3, that can help them with getting an extra $600 a month. 3 people who told 3 people. Now you have a team of 12 people in your organization that's floating. Not that you personally know, but those initial 3 told others. You're getting extra $600. $600, what can that do? According to statistics, $600 can actually keep a person out of foreclosure and bankruptcy. That can do a lot. Okay. But again, it does not stop there. We have a 4, 5, 6, and 7 digit income, residual income strategy. Okay. Let's just go down to 584 people. Let's just use that number. Okay. There's $6,000 a month coming into your household when you have 584 people in your organization. Now, our goal One of our goals is to reach 150 million W-2 earners. You don't think there's enough 584s for every single one of you guys watching, right? To have in your organization and still be a whole bunch left over, and we won't reach that 150 million yet? There's a lot of 584 clusters of people that we can find just right here in our local town. But listen, that's going to yield you $6,000 residually. On top of that, that's going to put you into what's our next way of getting paid, the presidential bonus of $2,500 a month, extra on top of the $6,000. What could you do with an additional $6,000, let alone an additional $2,500? Could that pay some bills? Can that bring you home? Can that change some things? I told y'all what happened with my husband and I. And then it qualifies you to what's another way we get paid, which is in bonus money for a luxury vehicle. Can you think you can find you something for $3,000? A nice vehicle? Well, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to go back a little bit. And just only having 39 people in your organization will yield you a $500 a month vehicle bonus. How do I know? My husband and I are receiving a vehicle bonus. Not only are we receiving one, but we made it to the second level of the vehicle club. So with that, we were able to go purchase a Mercedes-Benz last year on my birthday, utilizing that part of the program for that. The presidential money that we get, we put that towards our private bank. We consult with our wealth experts. They actually showed and shared with us plans that we can do and not hurt us. And then we recently just exceeded my husband's job income as well. So his job now, we're making more from this here, utilizing this strategy versus him going into work. We have options now, not just us. So many people are connected to us. We had another gentleman, Mr. Michael Best, who just did the same exact thing. And he now is getting the luxury vehicle club for him and his family. Guys, this is just less than 18 months that all of this is really manifested. You have to pay attention to what I'm saying. All right. So what that does now, $6,000 in daily guarantee, $2,500 in presidential bonus, $3,000 luxury vehicle club, $11,500 a month. That can take care of most people's expenses and then some every single month. The average person is not spending $11,500 every month in expenses. It's not happening, but that'll yield you $138,000 a year. This is the beautiful thing. I didn't even get into the other ways we get paid yet. I just gave you 5. Here we go. You also get a 25% check match, okay, on your personal people that you bring and enroll into this company. You get also up to $75 in coded bonus money. That right there, you're going to get back to the person that invited you on, and they're going to go more in depth because I don't even have enough time to go in depth. But that right there can get you a 6-figure income by itself. My goodness. All right, 25 to 50% presidential bonus check match, plus personal and customer coded residuals. This plan right here, you don't find this plan at all. You haven't seen it in a long time. I had a gentleman say to me, I have not seen this plan, something like this, in 25 years. Then I had another guy just last week said the same thing to me. He is excited. He enrolled on the spot because when the last time he saw this plan, he said it was 25 years ago. I'm telling you guys, this is the power of this thing. All right. So now you just learned about one company that can help you achieve 2 objectives by providing you with 3 solutions needed to remedy the 4 financial challenges everyone faces. All right, I know you want to know how much is it. That's what everybody's question always is. This membership, guys, is $79.97 per month. Your spouse is included. No setup fees, no contracts. That right there alone, no setup fees and contracts can already tell you who the CEO is. That speaks to his heart. He's not trying to pigeonhole or lock nobody into anything like these cell phone companies who we all have cell phones. DirecTV, Dish, Spectrum, we all have that. And we don't complain, right? He doesn't even lock you in because he only wants people who want to be here. He's not begging anybody. We don't beg and convince. And then he also put something in place to say, you refer 3 people. You refer 3 people as a customer for this service, for that base 1 through 4 that I went through. Your services are free every single month, as long as you have 3 people that are utilizing this program. But for that opportunity side, the business and membership side that we talked about together, it's a $228.97 one-time payment for your first month. After that, you're paying $119.97 a month. But check this out, W-2 earners. Remember on first base when I said you get on average $300 to $600 a month coming back to your paycheck? That instant pay raise covers your 119. So you're not out of pocket at all. You have a free business, free services. That's a write-off that you now can utilize for you and your family, get yourself in better position. On top of that, we give you a whole suite we give you a business center, right? So you don't have to figure anything out. The whole back office is right there, situated, all your reports, everything you need. You're going to get the Financial Edge membership, as we went over. Websites with a capture system. You're going to have a website that lets you know when people are looking at your website and if they're interested. And it's also going to tell you how much they're going to get back in their pay increase. So that way you can contact them right away and walk them through the steps to get enrolled. You're going to get marketing materials. You got an autoresponder that responds on your behalf, even if you're not at your email. You get training, unlimited support. You have to understand here, the less talking you do, the more successful you are. Again, all of you are watching this watch party, or you're on the live, or wherever you are watching this. The person who invited you onto this is not talking. I'm the person talking. They're utilizing their leverage, which is me in this hour. You can do the same exact thing. People are going to be interested. Why? Because people have enrolled today, yesterday, the day before. We have record-breaking numbers during this time. You can partake in that, be a part of it. And people are getting enrolled and getting paid. The less talking you do, just remember that, the more successful you are. 3 solutions you need to succeed: cash flow management, business income, and investment income. All of that for $228.97. This is the kicker right here. This seals it right here. We guarantee your success. If you follow our plan of action and our strategies and experts are not able to save or make you more money in your first 30 days, MWR Financial will give you a full refund. That, again, speaks to the heart of the CEO. He's not making you wait 90 days, a year, 2 years. He said in 30 days, if we give you the blueprint, we lay it out for you, and we support you and walk you through and not show you how to make your money back or more or save you that amount, in 30 days or less, you get your money back. No questions asked. No questions asked. But why would you want to get your money back when it's working? You're going to turn around and want to do the same thing faster and faster and faster with more and more people. A business that you don't pay for. It's free. It's within your program. We show you how to get it done in so many ways. This thing is powerful. You have to hear me. That's why I'm spending time there. So you either fall into 3 categories. You're either a 3, I'm not interested. Jatasha, your presentation was great, but I do not want this program. And we say, no problem. We do not beg and convince. We just ask you that if you come across someone and they're interested, need an opportunity, as so many people right now do, go ahead and pass them on to the website or the person that invited you on so we can go ahead and get them going. And you might be a 2. You're a person who says, I need these services like yesterday. Get back with the person that invited you and let them know to go ahead and get you enrolled so we can get you moving with your services, get you that pay increase, debt eliminated, credit restored, and become your own private bank. Or you might be a 1. You may say, not only do I need these services, but I also need this business. I need an opportunity. I'm tired of playing games with my money. I'm unsure if my job is going to keep me or not. I don't know what tomorrow holds. But this right here sounds very promising. And it's built for recession, is recession proof. This is a movement. When people didn't think that we were going to have buying bottled water outside, that's what we did. We went out now and everybody gets bottled water. Nobody barely uses tap anymore. That was a movement that happened and we missed it. When people didn't think we were going to be using phones outside, why would I take a phone outside? It makes no sense. People barely have house phones now. All they use is cell phones. You have
Hey guys, we had technical difficulties. She's gonna jump back on. But wasn't that powerful, y'all? Wasn't that powerful? Don, how was that?
Man, look, man, I'm ready to sign up again. I'm ready to sign up all over again.
Exactly. Listen, that's what it's about, guys. What she shared was amazing, but she had some testimonials that she actually want to bring up. So we're going to go ahead and bring up the first testimonial so they can go ahead and share their story. See, the first half was telling the truth about your money. The second half is having these testimonials be told right live in living color. So the first person we're going to bring up is Miss Anita Brown. She has a powerful story, guys. She went to her profession and everything. So let's bring up Anita Brown so she can talk her talk. Miss Anita Brown, are you here?
Yes, Mr. Jeff and Coach, I'm here. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am. Loud and clear.
Okay, I'm super excited. Hey, I'm going to give it up for Mrs. Harris, I tell you, it's just phenomenal what she's just saying. It's just the atmosphere couldn't handle all that goodness. So we are here. I'm so happy. Again, my name is Anita Brown. I am a registered nurse with over 30 years experience. And I tell you, I've had various management positions in it, but I'm here to share with you powerful testimonies about what the services has done. Now, I want to share with you with MWR Financial, my Money Max expert. That was the first thing that happened. He helped me to adjust my W-4 and bring home an extra $600 back into my household. Now, the reason I was able to do that, because I did work on as a W-2 earner, and I had my MWR Financial as a home-based business. So with those two things together, not doing anything different, just going to work, I was able to bring back $600 of cash flow into my household. And again, it has been tremendous because it's helped me to accelerate paying off debt. And I tell you, let me tell you about Wealth Max. I really am excited about that. Shouts out to Eric Elam. He is my Wealth Max expert. And I tell you, he helped me save all of my 401k. You hear me? I said all. I have had coworkers and people losing 10,000, 20,000, but myself, I did not lose a dime. And I'm gonna tell you, because of this strategic experts that I have at my hand, I was able to plan for a life event that was going to happen concerning my job. I won't say unfortunately, because I tell you, it's been amazing, but just had to have some restructuring, reorganization. I'm sure you've all heard that word. But let me tell you what happened. Now, because of that, my 401k, I had to take it all out. So what I did was I transferred, with the help of my wealth expert, was able to guide me through and transfer all of my money of my 401k into a new self-directed IRA. No taxes. I didn't have to pay any taxes. It was amazing. And guess what, Mrs. Harris? I was able to get my money out of this crazy stock market and put it into land banking. Man, I tell you, I had never heard of that before. So I really am positioned. I've positioned myself to leave a legacy and not a bill for my children and my children's children. So I tell you, I am just so excited about those two services that have taken part.
Awesome. That is so amazing. And I'm so grateful for you. So glad that you are here with us. Just hearing your story is just so encouraging for so many people, because unlike, you didn't know this was going to happen and you were going to be let go pretty much from your job, but you, by the grace of God, had another plan already in place. You didn't wait until an emergency happened for you to have to rush. You already had things established. And that's what we're trying to make sure that everybody recognizes and realizes, that they need another plan versus just this one main plan that they all think is going to be the ultimate. It's not, as we can see it happen to Anita. So thank you, Anita, for sharing that. I'm so grateful for you. And again, much success in everything that you're doing for you and your family. Thank you so much for sharing. You're welcome. All right, everyone, I'm going to bring up to the line, and I think I faded out for a second, but you know how we do. We do not allow anything to deter us and stop us from getting this information shared out. So I'm so grateful for my wonderful co-hosts, my business partners who we got each other's back. And so the show continues to go on. So I'm back, I'm here, and we're going to bring up our next two speakers who I've had the privilege to get to know over this past year. Absolutely love their spirit, spent some time with them, actually stayed in their home with their beautiful family and just broke some bread, did some training, and just seeing them evolve in such a huge way. Mr. and Mrs. Zavre and Carmen Burst out of the Gainesville, Florida area. They're going to come up to the line and they are going to share what MWR has done for them since being a part of it for this past year. Take it over, pass it over to you.
Hi, Jatasha. Good afternoon. Can you hear us okay?
Loud and clear. Take it away, y'all.
Perfect. Well, first, I want to give it back to you, Jatasha. Phenomenal job on that presentation. Great information, makes us even more excited, want to sign up all over again. So kudos to you. Thanks again. And thanks to our host, Jeff Trills and Coach D. Will, for organizing all of this. So since we joined MWR, it's been about a year plus for myself, and Zavre joined sooner than me. We are the Burses. We've framed ourselves the Burse Billionaires. So we've joined this company about a year or so ago, and it has definitely been very impactful, very life-changing for us. I initially joined just to be a woman who, you know, stands behind my husband, fully support all his endeavors. But this one felt very different for me when he presented it to me. So as we say in our local church, every number has a name and every name has a story. So my personal story, or our personal story, it's just been very just empowering, very life-changing. But the Money Max portion for me, working a W-2 job, we were able to take advantage of that from the very beginning. You know, it was a point in time where I would get excited about having that big refund check and, you know, thousands of dollars at the beginning of the year. But my experts, you know, when you know better, you do better. So the experts just taught me ways to, you know, adjust my allowances and make sure I get all of that money throughout the year versus one time of year. So Money Max helped us shift that income back into our household, back into our pockets, to where we could focus more on eliminating a lot of our debt. And just recently, we discovered that our credit scores had increased significantly. So we were able to take advantage of the Credit Max portion of the program and apply and get a HELOC, a home equity line of credit. Well, with that HELOC, we were able to pay off about $11,000 worth of credit card debt. Yes, $11,000 worth of credit card debt. Shift our income from going out $300+ a month for those debts, putting more income back into our pockets and only paying $150 a month. So we've utilized the Credit Max portion, and even with our mortgage going from a 30-year mortgage, now we have more income from, you know, that was shifted out and paying more debt. We have that income to be more aggressive in paying down our mortgage in half the time. So this program has definitely been a roadmap for us to shift and grow our income. And I currently work for the Community Relations Department with the local utility. And as I always say, I see the inequities in our local community. So this program has given me resources that I'm able to not only keep within our household, but, you know, we know it's more blessed to give than to receive. So I'm able to give this information to others in our community, the ones that feel hopeless, the ones that, you know, are living in poverty. And we've all been there, but, you know, God doesn't want poverty for us. He has promises for us. So I'm able to use this information, you know, to move our community forward from an equity standpoint, from an empowerment standpoint, and from an engagement standpoint. So that's truly what MWR has done for not only my family, but more importantly, for those that we actually serve in our local community. And Zaire is going to share how the business side has impacted us.
I don't know, man. After following up and hearing that awesome testimonial, but she's right. It addressed so much. And when the gentleman that actually introduced this to us, Mr. Cardell Williams, shared this information to me with me coming out of church one day, and I immediately shared it with my wife. When I first looked at it, it took me a while to process it because we all have our mind focused on things and our goals. But then for some reason, it just kept coming back. And when I finally looked at it, I was like, baby, this is what I think we've been looking for. Because I think we all feel like there's a missing key or missing element to actually, you know, changing our trajectory of how our finances are or can increase. But we all just keep searching. And so with MWR Financial, it actually addressed those issues. And one of the first things that I was able to take apart for me and my family was on the business side to see how easy, and then with the leadership of Mr. Adamo Tosin, to really compound of how important and how huge just having a team of 12 with putting $600 a month into your pocket is equivalent to you having a business or having $362,000 in a bank drawing a 2% interest. And so when I was able to grasp that aspect and actually put my wife and I in that position, but more importantly, then utilize that money to where it's actually growing, where it's growing without no risk of loss. It's growing on average at an 8% rate. So we're able to use that income to actually grow additional income. But then I saw the real big picture of how you can astronomically grow your income with using this business, as well as grow your PR rate. And that's why at the beginning of the year, or I would say at the end of the year, God put things in my heart and say, move this way. And so me and my wife, as she explained earlier, we started moving things in a way to where we were not stressed throughout this situation. You know, are we worried and concerned about our fellow man in our country and the whole globe? Yes, but we're not stressed having to know that we have this bill coming and we don't have the income coming in, because we put things in place to where we can weather this storm. Hopefully it's still over for all of us sooner than later. And so that's what I believe is the most important part and the power of what MWR Financial was able to do. Because guess what, guys, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be faced with this situation again in another 5 to 10 years. So that's what MWR Financial. Thank you, Mr. Jatasha Harris, for having us on. Thank you, Coach Will. And thank you, Mr. Jeff Trills, for having and doing this awesome telethon. And I hope that it helped the masses. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I thank you both so much for sharing that. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, I just have a quick question. If this program was not presented to you, what you currently had going on prior to this program, where do you think you would have been?
Well, I know for us, and just looking, I'm also a licensed realtor. We'd have still been trying to figure some things out. Yeah, because we've been getting by, possibly, but we wouldn't been able to help, as my wife and our hearts are. We weren't able to share this information, because some of these things we knew about. Our county had told us about the W4 form, but we didn't have it in a format to where not only could we share it and teach it, we also could show individuals how they could create a distribution network and generate wealth by helping others. And like you said it so well earlier, if you're not, you know, the type of person that has the heart to want to see other people win, this is not for you. So this not only helps you win, it helps you help others win. And that's what I love about Make Wealth Real Financial.
That's powerful. That is powerful. So basically what you're saying is that you probably would have figured some things out, but now you have a better platform, better program. And not only do you get to do it, you get to help and impact so many people's lives who can do the same thing as well. Is that about right?
Correct. 100%.
I love it. I love it. Thank y'all so much. Love you guys. Appreciate
you. Thank you as well. Love you as well. Love all y'all.
You're welcome. Awesome. All right, everyone. So again, you heard it from others, like not just from me, but you heard it from other people who are impacted. And you're going to hear some more. We have a whole day full of testimonies and presentations that you're going to hear from so many different people and how it's impacted their lives. So with that, again, get back to the person who invited you. Let them know if you're 3, 2, or 1. And like we said, we'll see all of you over the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. I'm going to turn it back over to you, Coach Will and Jeff Trills. Thank you all so much for allowing me to be on and allow me to share.
Awesome. Oh my God, Jatasha, you killed that. What do you think, Don? Did you kill it?
Man, hey, look, again, I got a pen, a piece of paper, and my credit card. I'm ready to sign up all over again.
Thank y'all so much.
But before you go away, we want to make sure that we want to shout out to you, Jatasha. Many lives that you helped been exposed. Let me ask you the same question that you asked the Birth family. If MWR Financial did not come your way, what would you have been doing right now at this moment? Like, what would your lifestyle or life has been without having access to this information? What would your life be? But like,
well, one thing, you know what? It's so funny when I ask that question, you think about it for your own self. One thing I can tell you for sure is I'm not a person who gives up or quit. So I would have been still out there trying to figure it out, trying to find that thing to give us what we have right now currently. But I don't know, right, how much longer, because that was 18 months ago. And this past 18 months, I have not seen or heard anything else like what we have. So I could definitely tell you that I would still been looking, right, had I not known and found out about this program. But oh my goodness, my husband and I, we were shedding tears. The kids was crying. We were sad. He was going to work all them hours. I mean, back pain. Already he's an officer, so he's wearing all those heavy equipment and weights and stuff that's on his back, on his belt, all that stuff. So he was in pain. I'm rubbing him down and all of that. We arguing, fussing with one another, upset, bringing up stuff, just a whole bunch of mess because finances wasn't in order. So that's pretty much probably would have been happening as we were still looking to figure out something, find something. And one other thing I can tell you, and I'm going to be honest and transparent, is that I questioned a little bit, Lord, did I really hear you to tell me to walk away from my job? And I started going back, looking at careerbuilder.com and linkedin.com for jobs and careers. again, because of fear. So I implore everybody, do not allow fear to cripple you. Walk by faith. And if you hear God tell you to do something, follow it. You may not know the big picture, but guess what? He said he will never leave nor forsake us. So he has plans for our life. And I tell you what, this right here was the vehicle for us. This is a plan for us to get us to do the things that God has called us to do. This is not just it, but this is going to help us financially to get to the place where we're at. And that's actually what's happening. We're not waiting to see it happen. It's actually happening, and we're living in that place right now. So thank you, Jeff. I probably said a whole lot more than what you asked, but I want to share that.
And that's what we want you to say, because honestly, that's what it's about. You know, we've got 3 minutes to the next person, and I just want to show a little testimony to people that's commenting. We got D-Land said that you killed it. Okay.
Thank you.
We got Christiana that says this company makes certain we all eat. Love this. Okay. We got people. We got Tanya said this is greatness. That's Kim. That's Kim Rogers said greatness. We got Tanya Howard said walk by faith, not by sight. Come on now. Okay. So I mean, people are receiving this knowledge that you guys are giving. They love the testimony that you guys are giving, and they appreciate you. She said, I think Richard said she's amazing, right on point. Keep smiling. Right. And then Harris Nia said this is recession. #recession proof.
Yes.
So people are showing that this is the real deal, guys. I mean, you saw it first. You see what's happening. And I have a forecast. And in my forecast, we got 100% chance of winning. Okay. for Jonathan Donald and his wife, Miss Nia, for providing the trick. But guys, we're about to get started in 2 minutes. Go ahead and let people know that we are starting again. Live, we're not stopping. This is going to be non-stop. So hashtag coronavirus financial cure. Hashtag coronavirus financial cure. Hashtag we are not playing. This is going to be impactful. I mean, what we do now is so powerful that I can't wait for you guys to hear from this next gentleman coming up at 2:00. This guy is we call him Hollywood Chuck.
Yes.
Hollywood Chuck is the man. I'm going to tell you. He is the man. So you guys better get your people on the line, all your professionals, because the testimonials and what he's going to talk about next hour, you want to make sure that all your professional people, your high income people that have in the IT world and in the high roller world, because he is connected to some high rollers, and he's going to be talking about that at 2:00 in about 1 minute. So Jatasha, we appreciate you jumping on.
Thank you so much, man,
and enjoy your life with MWR Financial.
Hey, thank you so much, Jatasha. You did a fantastic job, and your testimonials were, man, they were just out of this world as well. So, you know, testimonies is what's really going to sell what we do and what we teach. So you knocked it out of the park. I really appreciate you giving us an hour of your time, man. Hey, and like I tell everybody that I come in contact with, keep being great on purpose, man. Salute. God bless you.
God bless you as well. Thank you, brothers. Take care. Thanks. Bye-bye.